He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 180. Check. Out. Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
94. Hey, Echo. 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 58 is the mic. 58. Hey, Raider 2. I got you. 58 is the mic. Express. 58 is the mic. Bravo.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down.
58, 58, Mike. 90. Alert flare. It's fresh. Check 3. Get down, get down.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Cameron Jordan. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive, no matter what his be aggressive, and it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field. Definitely
a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
58, right over there, right? 734. 58, right there.
Shotgun now for Carr. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's brought down after a very nice game. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
From midfield, here's Carr. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
I smell fear in that offense. Raider one. Right over there. Yeah. Smooth. Right there. Here we go. 58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. You ain't going nowhere. And 58 is a Mike. Go 50.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
6:37. Hey, dude. I'm trying to collect. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 93. 93. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, high 7. Run. Mike 50, Mike 50. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Carr now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped a double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Express. 22. I got you. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
To throw again. Carr. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Here's Carr to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They got that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guy.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Switch gears. Check safety, check safety.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
6 guys, check 6 guys. Switch. Hey, orbit.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Carr going to go on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Play action. It's Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for KC. 49 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now Olsen. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together Charles in the bat. He will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Throwing on second and long. Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, it's Love. Caught, Kelsey, left side. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. To throw is Love. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll toss it to Fournette. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. Carr now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Again, it's Carr. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darren Lee picks it.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Luck now to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Throwing again on second down. Luck completes it to Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. To the air again. Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Third and long. It's Locke. And the pressure gets to him again.
So I'm going to recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough pat.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
12. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, Alpha. Double. Kill.
Luck on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Jarrell Casey in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Love. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
From the gun, here's Love. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. And this will not have the distance to get there. Short, no good, just under the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 35. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meat,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
734. Go. 58, boys. 58. 58. It's Mike. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike.
After the sack on first down, Carr looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Carr. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Right there. Here it comes. Here it comes. 58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. Here we go. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Hey, watch the ball. 58 is the Mike. 58. 637. Pick it up, defense. Hey, exit. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. They're going to need some therapy after this. 58, right over there. Right over 93. 58. 93. Man, I got you.
Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. Here's Olisic. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but